I have played a mobile game for 4 years. 4 years. I built something massive. I climbed the rankings. I knew every mechanic, every strategy, every shortcut the game had to offer. And none of it mattered. Because players who showed up with money could reach in weeks what took me years. Not because they were smarter, not because they played better, because they paid more. That's how the game was designed. Time meant nothing. Wallets meant everything. That was the moment I decided that if I ever made a game, it would never look like that. This is a video about pay to win, why it exists, why it works, and why nobody seems to want to fix it. Pay to win isn't random. It's a system, a very well-designed system. And once you understand how it works, you can't unsee it. Step 1, the game is free. That's important. Free means no barrier to entry. Millions download it, millions start playing, and for the first few days, it's fun. Genuinely fun. The progression feels fast, the rewards feel generous, and you think you've found a great game. Step 2, the wall. Around week 2 or 3, the progression slows down dramatically. Upgrades take longer, resources dry up, enemies get harder, and right when the frustration peaks, the game offers you a solution, a pack, a deal, a limited time offer. Just $5 to skip the wait, just 10 to get to the item that makes everything easier. Then, step 3, the escalation. You buy once. It works. The game feels fun again. But 2 weeks later, another wall. This time, the pack is $15, then $30. Then the game introduces a new tier, a new rarity, a new system that makes everything you already bought slightly less powerful. And the cycle repeats. Step 4, the lock. This is the cruelest part. By now, you've invested months. Maybe you spent $50, maybe $200, and the game isn't fun anymore, but you can't leave, because walking away means losing everything you built, every upgrade, every hour, every dollar. The game knows it. It's counting on it. This isn't a niche problem. Mobile games generated over $80 billion in in-app purchases in 2025 alone. 80 billion. And nearly all of that money came from the top 1% of publishers, using exactly the playbook I just described. The global gaming industry is worth over $200 billion a year. Mobile is more than half of that. And the dominant monetization model is, and has been for years, designed around making free games feel incomplete until you pay. In Japan, nearly 1 in 5 young adults between 20 and 29 reported spending so much on in-game purchases that it interfered with paying for basic things like rent. That's not a game, that's an extraction system. And the companies behind these games aren't hiding it. Their investor reports literally track metrics like average revenue per paying user and conversion to first purchase. The entire business model is built around finding the moment a player is most frustrated and offering them a way out for a price. I'm not talking about this from the outside. I've been trapped in this cycle myself. There was a game I played for 4 years. 4 years of building, grinding, strategizing. I'd invested real time, real thought, and yes, some real money. And by the end, I wasn't playing because I was having fun. I was playing because I couldn't stand the idea of losing what I built. The fun has been gone for a long time, but the sunk cost was too heavy to walk away from. And before that, the same thing happened with another game. 3 years that time. Different name, same playbook. I recognized the pattern the second time around, and it still took me months to quit. That's how well the system works. Even when you see it, it's hard to leave. And these experiences are exactly why I'm building Guardian's Quest the way I am. Because I know what it feels like to be on the wrong side of that design, and I refuse to put another player there. There's a difference that the industry likes to blur, and I think it's the most important line in game design. Paying to speed up is fine. If a player wants to progress faster, skip a wait, get something a day earlier, that's a fair trade. They're paying for time. A free player can get the same thing, it just takes longer. Paying to win, it's not fine. When a player can buy power that a free player can never access, the competitive experience is broken. It's not a game anymore, it's an auction. The person with the biggest wallet wins. Skill, strategy, time invested, none of it matters. In Guardian's Quest, here's where I'm drawing the line. A paying player can progress faster. They can unlock things sooner, they can accelerate the journey, but there's a ceiling. The advantage has a limit, and the free player who shows up consistently, who plays every day, who invests their time intelligently, will always be competitive. Always. Because the game rewards presence, it rewards consistency, it rewards showing up and making smart decisions over time. That's the meta, not your wallet. your commitment. Will that make less money than a full pay-to-win model? Probably, almost certainly, but I'd rather build a game that people love playing than a game that people can't stop paying for. Those are two very different things. The pay-to-win problem isn't a mystery. Everyone knows it exists. Players hate it, developers know they hate it, and yet it keeps happening because it makes money, a lot of money. Fixing it isn't a technical challenge. It's a values challenge. It requires deciding that the player's experience matters more than maximizing revenue per user. And for most studios, especially the ones generating billions, that's a decision they never make. But indie developers can. Solo developers can. We don't have shareholders demanding quarterly growth. We don't have boards pushing for higher conversion rates. We just have players and the choice to respect them. That's not idealism. That's business model. Because a player who feels respected comes back. A player who feels cheated deletes your app and warns their friends. If you've ever been trapped in a game that stopped being fun but wouldn't let you leave, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I want to hear your story. What game got you? How long did it take for you to walk away? Drop it in the comments. Guardian's Quest is being built to the opposite of everything I just described. If you want to follow that process, subscribe. If you want to play it early and help shape how monetization works in this game, the Patreon is where that happens. This is Unnin Games. Let's build something together.